Hi there, traders. This is Brad Good with the FX Insight for the 4th of July. Okay, so let's just have a look at the major pairs. Now, not a hell of a lot of activity following yesterday's trading. Now, that's probably expected as we lead into the US holiday today. But what we are seeing is, a couple of little cheeky sort of breaks to the top side here in Euro and Sterling. I think this is following the breakdown in dollar yen, right? So dollar yen is leading the dollar lower, and that's pushing up a few of the pairs. So one thing you can get, and this happens particularly when the US is on holidays, or have a holiday right in the middle of the week, is you start to get a few potential chances for breaks higher. So I'm sort of starting to think here, dollar yen's drifting lower. Market was caught long, a bit of a clean out to the downside there. We could potentially see a little bit of a snap higher here in Euro, up above 117. I think also the Aussie could shoot up above 74. Cable, even up to 132.5 or higher, and you're starting to see the dollar drift lower there on dollar CAD as well, especially with oil still at 74.60. So an interesting sort of market today we're going to have as we go into the European session. There'll be a bit of activity, but then obviously US holiday, it should be pretty quiet. Or the other thing is very thin. Okay, when we talk about very thin, we're talking about less liquidity and there's a bit more movement in the currencies. All right, so let's just have a look at the MyFX Trading Hub. So the next major event that we've got coming up is the Aussie retail sales figures. Okay, keep an eye on those. They have potentially a big market mover. At the moment, momentum is up, so I'm thinking top side there for the Aussie probably looks like the best trading opportunity. So we're looking for strong numbers there and potentially looking to get long. All right, Sterling, UK services PMI. This is probably one of up there next to the manufacturing PMIs as really aggressive numbers. There has been a lot of rumblings about these Brexit talks later in the week, but the services PMI is one good number to shake down the market, and we'll see how that goes. US non-manufacturing PMI, we'll keep an eye out for that. It is thinner market, so we may see some activity on the US dollar, but the dollar at the moment is sort of just drifting lower. All right, and that's going to lead us into the FOMC minutes the next day. So trading conditions, well, there's still those lingering geopolitical issues impacting the market. So just be aware of that. But the market has gone a little bit quiet. And if I just come over the news, you'll see, I was talking about it yesterday, let me just change screens here, with the new services or what's been happening with China as well. Now, they are sort of trying to keep up to date with what's going on with the trade wars. Now, China has been pretty quiet. Now, they're reporting that China presses Europe for anti-US alliance on trade. Okay, China is looking for a few friends here. I don't know if the Europeans are going to come to the party, but that's exactly what we've got. And just don't take for gospel all the news. Dollar slides as risk appetite picks up ahead of the US holiday. Well, they're just making an answer here why the US dollar is falling. And then you've got Sterling, well, a bit of Brexit, slightly stronger Canadian manufacturing data, supports the rate hike, et cetera, et cetera. So really, there's not a lot of news going around, a lot of fresh news, and they are starting to regurgitate a lot of the bits and pieces out there. If we look at the US dollar, this will tell you a bit more detail of what the dollar is actually doing. It's just drifting lower, but really it's still trading sideways. We've got support just a little bit lower at 94.45. Now that may get tested in these thin markets as the US holiday kicks into gear. So just keep that in mind as well. But overall, I expect the US dollar to not do too much until after the FOMC minutes and obviously the non-farm payrolls on Friday. So it's just one of those eerie ones, because we've got the holiday, the US holiday. You can sometimes basically get, as I said, a little bit of to and fro movement, usually a lot of false breaks, but I think the dollar's set up. And if you just have a look here, I'm just, as I scroll back to the majors, dollar yen even drifting a little bit lower, seeing sterling pop up to 05.06. I think this is on the cards. We may see a bit of a spike here in a few of these pairs today. For those on the NBT trades, let me just get that up. If you're following the latest next best trades, you'll see that the dollar yen has been on the radar for some time, and it's a short position at 58. We'll see how that sort of plays out through the day as well. And just on that, on dollar yen, if we just have a quick look at the yen crosses here, You'll notice that dollar yen has broken down here, right? So you've got a little bit of downward pressure. Now, none of the yen crosses have broken down through the cloud. This is what the Japanese traders will be looking at very closely. So there's a chance here for a breakdown in some of these currencies. It may slow down the move, the topside move in sterling and euro if the yen crosses do start to move below those clouds. So keep an eye on that. But the target here for dollar yen is definitely down at around 109.80. So that Asian session, keep an eye on the equities. And if I just come back to that main screen again, just looking at the equity markets themselves, we do have a little bit of red. That's going to create a bit of downward pressure in dollar yen as well. So that's where the direction's coming from at this stage. All right, guys. Anyway, that's enough from me. Get into the trading. As I said, the US holiday, a little bit thinner markets during that North American session. Keep an eye on the Aussie retail sales figures coming out in just under half an hour. That's probably our next big thing. If that comes out strong, then you'll probably see the Aussie, Kiwi, Euro and Sterling run to the top side and dollar yen a little bit more further downside push. And that's the focus for right now. All right, guys, have a good session. I'll see you in the trade zone. Cheerio.